I want to get you over to the Weather Center with meteorologist Josh Linker, who's standing by. We've got the Gasparilla Parade later today. Several events going on this weekend here in the Bay Area, Josh, and some great weather for it.
Today, definitely, Rachel. We have some really nice stuff out there, and I've got a gift for you and everybody watching. Look at this shot. This is beautiful. This is from Tampa International Airport. Our camera there brought to you by Fear Now Insurance, and you get a couple of clouds out there. The sun starts to get higher in the sky. We're actually getting close to the horizon, still below the horizon. Not quite sunrise yet. Really pretty scene out there this morning, and temperatures are cool but warmer than they've been. It's 43 at Inverness, but it's 59 in Tampa and St. Petersburg, 60 at Winter Haven, and some of us may get near 80 degrees this afternoon, but do not get used to that. Much colder weather is on the way. We also have a good chance for storms overnight. We'll talk all about that coming up with Weather on the Nines, but for now, Rachel, back to you.
It's always important to know the forecast when you're heading out with little ones. So let's get over to meteorologist Josh Linker, who's standing by with a look at hopefully a nice day for us.
Yeah, it's going to be just fine, Rachel, actually, for the Children's Parade. And you know what? Years past, we've had some really crazy weather. We've had some severe storms. We've had freezing cold temperatures and warm days. And today will be pretty warm for the Children's Parade. It'll also be a little bit breezy, so the bead throwing may go awry. But we do have temperatures that'll be in the mid-70s around 3:30 this afternoon in downtown, so things are looking just fine. Some of you may want the jacket because once we get into the evening, temperatures will back off a little bit, but I don't foresee any cold weather out there until tomorrow. Here we go to Weeki Wachee, a tranquil scene this morning. This is our view brought to you by FBC Mortgage. I see a couple of clouds out there. 50 degrees, that's not so bad. Last couple of mornings it was much colder. Dew point 47, and we have a southerly component to the wind, albeit light right now, but that has brought in some warmer temperatures. So we're in the 40s in our colder spots, some low 50s inland and upper 50s to around 60 nearer to the coast. And as we go through the day today, lunchtime will be in the mid 70s. Through the late afternoon, mid to upper 70s, and a couple of spots may touch 80 degrees briefly this afternoon. Then we go through the night tonight into tomorrow morning, and this will be right as a cold front is coming through. So tomorrow morning's high temperature is going to be in the upper 50s and low 60s, and that will be the high for the day. Because look what happens as we go through the afternoon. The temperature drops. This is 3:30 tomorrow afternoon, low to mid 50s, and the wind is going to be up from the north. Not a pleasant day on the way tomorrow. Here's the satellite imagery. We've got a couple of clouds that are coming in, and the clouds will thicken as we go through the day. Active weather is out to the west with a cold front, and this is what's going to be coming through overnight tonight. And as we look at Clystra 9, again, things quiet here, but here's the front out to the west with some storms from the Gulf through Louisiana into Mississippi. Snow on the back edge of this thing in Oklahoma, and the front will swing through early tomorrow morning. So increasing clouds today. No rain, though, during the daylight hours. Breezy and warm 77. Overnight tonight, rain and thunderstorms. Some could be heavy. The timing, it looks like it should be between about midnight and 5 a.m. It'll be windy. A morning temperature of 60, and that'll be the high tomorrow. We'll spend most of the day in the 50s, actually. After a few morning showers, just windy and turning colder throughout the day. We'll be cold on Monday, and then a warming trend is on the way before our next cold front cools us down again. We'll talk all about that with a 7-day forecast in less than 10 minutes. But first, here's another look at Clystra 9. Good morning, and thank you for joining us here for Weather on the Nines. I'm meteorologist Josh Linker. What we're talking about today, big changes on the way. It'll be a breezy and warm day today. Then we have rain and thunderstorms overnight tonight before cold and windy weather comes in tomorrow and into Monday. So this is what's happening right now. We have a powerful winter storm out to the west. This is going to cause problems for many, many people from the plains through the Midwest, the Mid-Mississippi River Valley, the Great Lakes, and the Northeast. And for us, we are, of course, in the warm sector right now. And then the cold front will come through, and colder weather will be the result after that. This is how it's going to play out for us. Just ahead of the cold front, we're going to see a line of storms developing in the Gulf later today into tonight. Those come through here overnight. The timing will be from west to east between about midnight and 5 o'clock in the morning. Once that front comes through, windy and much colder weather will be in place. Tomorrow's highs are going to occur first thing in the morning, and then much of the day will be spent in the 50s. So we'll look what's happening today. Increasing clouds, it'll be breezy and warm. A southerly component to the wind will be in place, and we may see at the time of high tide this evening and tonight some coastal problems in our northern counties. If you're in a flood-prone area from, say, Hernando County northward, just be aware there might be some water rise about 2 feet or so above what would be a normal high tide cycle. 77 today in Lecanto, Inverness at 79. We'll continue county by county in Hernando County. The clouds will be on the increase, upper 70s inland, mid 70s nearer to the coast. In Pasco County, we'll see 76 in Newport Richey, but 80 in Zephyr Hills, 79 Dade City. Breezy weather across the board in Polk County with high temperatures. A warm day today, around 80 to 81. Manatee County will also be on the warm side with 79 in Lakewood Ranch, just 71 at Anna Maria. Those water temperatures are going to keep you a bit cooler. Pinellas County 75, Tarpon Springs and Dunedin 75 in Pinellas Park. And finally in Hillsborough County, how about 79 in Tampa, 81 Plant City today, Citrus Park 76. Now today, boating, not great, but definitely the better of the 2 weekend days. But look out for those increasing winds. South wind at 15 to 20 knots along the Nature Coast, becoming choppy. So not the best boating weekend for sure. And rain will be developing later this evening and tonight. And around Tampa Bay and the Sun Coast, increasing clouds, breezy conditions, becoming choppy out there on Tampa Bay. All right, let's go through this 7-day forecast. I've got a 100% rain chance in the picture for overnight tonight into the first part of tomorrow. We may see a lingering shower after daybreak, especially inland. An early high of 60 tomorrow, then those temperatures drop. On Monday for MLK Day, 59 degrees for the high, then increasing temperatures Tuesday into Wednesday. Actually a nice day Tuesday. The next front will come in on Thursday with another rain chance. Behind that on Friday in the upper 50s. Now beyond our 7 days, Saturday morning, next Saturday morning, we may have a widespread freeze around here. That's your 7-day forecast. Here's the latest pollen forecast. It is for the next 3 days, and it's brought to you by Famous Tate Appliance and Bedding Centers. It's time now for the latest from Klystron 9. It's just about half past the hour. Good morning, and thank you for joining us here for Weather on the Nines. I'm meteorologist Josh Lingo. We've got a warm day today, but changes are coming up. We'll see the clouds on the increase. Going to get up into the upper 70s this afternoon. Cloudy skies through this evening, perhaps a shower, but a better rain chance comes in overnight tonight into early tomorrow morning. Now, if you have beach plans this weekend, keep them today. Although the clouds will be increasing and the winds will be as well, it'll be a warmer day. The water temperature 63, the sun sets at 6 o'clock sharp, and colder weather is on the way tomorrow. We'll talk more about that forecast coming up in just 10 minutes with Weather on the Nines. Time now 7:39. Good morning. I'm meteorologist Josh Linker. Thanks for staying with us here for Weather on the Nines. Well, the sun is beginning to shine across the area through some clouds that we have in place, making for a pretty start to the day. This is our view from Tampa International Airport, brought to you by Fear Now Insurance, and we're seeing some of that sunshine, a nice view of downtown with Ray J in the foreground. And as we go through the day, I do expect some more clouds to come in and warmer weather on the way. It's mild this morning, 59 degrees, certainly comfortable enough. Dew point 54, an indication that some humidity has come back, not to the point where it's uncomfortable, but it's the kind of thing that prevents us from getting too chilly in the morning. And there's a little bit of a southeast wind component. So as we look at the temperatures here, yes, 43 in Inverness is on the chilly side, but all of these numbers are considerably warmer than the last couple of mornings. There's 59 in St. Petersburg. It's 60 now at Winter Haven. And as we look at the satellite imagery, we can see some of the clouds coming in from the Gulf. This out in here, that is the cold front that will be moving through our area early tomorrow morning. With it, there'll be some showers and thunderstorms, and that's the case right now as we look at Klystron 9. There's that line of storms, and some of those are going to be kind of strong as this comes into our area. This will not be a widespread severe weather event, but we could see some stronger thunderstorms overnight tonight. The time frame is going to be between about midnight and 5 o'clock in the morning for our best chance for stormy weather. That means today will generally be dry. It will be a warm day, pushing the upper 70s by this afternoon, staying mild through the evening with an increase to the cloud cover. Now, as we look at the big picture here around the country, what we're seeing is that storm system that'll be pressing toward the northeast in the coming days, and that will set things up for some big changes around here. So when we look at the temperatures, what we're going to notice is some much colder stuff out there. Now, we have mild weather in the south, but look what's happening to the north. It is 0 in Minneapolis and probably won't warm up much beyond that today. 26 in Chicago, and just north of the border into Canada, we have spots that are well below 0. This is going to make a push southward, then retreat, and then all that cold air up to the north is going to come back by later in the week. And we're going to talk about that with a 7-day forecast. It is coming up in less than 10 minutes. But first, here's another look at Klystron 9. Good morning, I'm meteorologist Josh Linker. Thank you for joining us here for Weather on the Nines. We've got a mixed weekend on the way. It's going to be warm today, cold tomorrow, and in between we've got some storms. And that's going to be what we're talking about, really, because we're going to have some big changes coming up through the next 24 to 36 hours. Powerful storm system is located right over here, northwestern Arkansas. We've got some snow across Oklahoma and North Texas, heavy snow across parts of the Great Lakes, and this whole system will be transitioning eastward through the day and will play a significant role as well in our weather. So this is what we're looking at right now. We have a southerly wind that will be developing today. Here comes the cold front, and as we go through the afternoon, we'll still keep the rain offshore for us, continuing with that southerly wind. Maybe a shower this evening, but a better chance with the front itself early morning, generally before the sun comes up. And then look at these winds. Boy, it's going to be a windy and blustery day tomorrow. Those winds will increase from the northwest throughout the day. And by tomorrow afternoon, it's going to be colder than it will be first thing tomorrow morning. All right, let's get a little more detail here with the computer model. A southerly wind will be increasing today. We'll watch the onshore element of it through the afternoon along the Nature Coast counties. We may see a water rise at the time of high tide. Then as we go through the evening, a sprinkle may try to form, but it'll be overnight. We'll watch this line of storms coming through. And then look at the time here. It's 6 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, and the front is already through the area. Look at the strong west winds that'll be coming in behind it. And like I mentioned, it'll be a blustery day. We may see a cold air sprinkle or two, but for the most part, the precipitation will be finished around sunrise tomorrow. So for today, it's going to be a warm day. We'll be up in the upper 70s to lower 80s, and it will be breezy. And that means it's not a great boating day, but tomorrow's going to be even worse. So just be careful out there today. A lot of folks will be doing some boating, especially around Tampa Bay itself with the Gasparilla Children's Parade. Just be extra careful today with the wind up a bit. South wind 15 to 20 knots, and it will be becoming choppy out there on the inland waters. Looking ahead with your 7-day forecast, I pinned in 100% rain chance for the time period between late tonight and early tomorrow morning. 60 an early high tomorrow. For MLK Day on Monday, sunshine but chilly, 59. Tuesday, the pick of the week, 73 with sunny skies. Increasing clouds Wednesday ahead of our next front, which will give us a rain chance Thursday. And then colder weather comes in next Friday, and it could get even colder by next weekend. That's your 7-day forecast. Another check of the weather is coming up at the top of the hour. But first, here's another look at Klystron 9.
I want to get you over to the Weather Center with meteorologist Josh Linker. Good morning, Josh. A nice day headed our way today.
Yeah, that's right, Rachel. You know, we've got some warmer temperatures, and certainly for the 3-day holiday weekend, today will be the best of the 3 days. It's going to be a little bit breezy, but temperatures on the cool side this morning, but milder compared to where we've been the last few mornings. 59, not a bad way to start things out in Tampa. 60 at Winter Haven. It is 45 at Inverness. And as we look at the satellite imagery here, I am seeing some clouds on the move in, but we'll have the increase in clouds throughout the day, and eventually stormy weather comes in here, but not until after midnight tonight. So we'll just warm up into the upper 70s. It'll be increasingly breezy through the day. Perhaps a shower this evening in our northern counties, but most areas should hold the rain off till after midnight tonight. Then after that, it gets colder with a strong wind tomorrow. We'll talk a lot more about that forecast in just a few minutes with Weather on the Nines. But for now, Rachel, we'll send it back to you.